This illustration deals with determining conductor ampacities and duct banks. Now, as you recall, reviewing the figure 8-27, we looked at the 36-inch burial depth in detail 7. And then we showed you could have we could have maybe a single run of one conductor per phase, or we could have two conductors per phase if we reviewed the illustration, or we could have three conductors per phase, showing the separation of 24 inches from those conductors in the burial depths, and most of the time, you know, they would be in the same trench in most cases as required to prevent heating and so forth. But you notice we were reviewing a table for copper and a table for aluminum as shown in the illustration 8-27. Now here, as long as we have a burial depth of 36 inches or less, and here we're showing a burial depth of 30 inches, then notice in the, and it's still 4160 volt, we still have the three alt conductors in this case, and notice step 1, we're determining the ampacity. Now, we would again, in this case, we would look at figure 311.60C as in car 3, along with, and that's a figure, not a table, and looking at table 311.60C77, a 3 alt under the conditions that you haven't have a burial depth greater than 36 inches, we get a full ampacity of 250 amps. But now, if we go below the 30 inches or the 36 inches for offsetting to miss some kind of obstruction, then we have to see if we're still okay, you know, going below the 30 or 36 inches to miss an obstruction. Now, we will review the next illustration that will highlight some of these rules.